Hi grade 3s. Today you guys are going to be using a virtual geoboard to show me some different polygons that you guys can make. Now you might have used a geoboard like this in class before. They're usually plastic and square and sometimes yellow or orange or clear. And they've got little pegs where all these dots are, and that's where you hook the elastics or the rubber bands on. So to do this, when you click on the link, you're going to come to this site. This one's a little small, but if you click on here, you'll get a bigger rectangle one. It's way more room to show me different polygons on. So the first thing you need to do is grab an elastic and drag it out, and it'll hook on some pegs. Now if you drag here, see how you drag one line? That would be just like a real elastic in real life. But if you get here in the middle and pull it out, see how it kind of separates the two parts of the rubber band? And you can hook that onto a peg, and look, you have your first polygon. I built a triangle. 1, 2, 3 sides. Let's see if we can build a quadrilateral. You guys have already learned that quadrilaterals, there's a bunch of different ones, but the easiest one, especially on a geoboard, is a square. 4 sides, all the same length, means that it's a regular quadrilateral or a square. Let's try 5 sides. 5 sides is a pentagon. Sometimes when you start dragging these out, you just got to play with them. I've got 3 sides. I've got 4 sides. Let's drag this out. Oh, it still makes 4 sides. Sometimes you got to do trial and error. If that doesn't work, put it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look, I made one by mistake. 5 sides. It's a pentagon. It's not a regular one because this side is definitely longer than these 3 sides. But it's 5 sides, so it's still a pentagon, just in a regular one. Let's try 6, a hexagon. Just fiddle around with it, see what you can figure out. I like to drag some out and then give it a count and see how close I am. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just made it by mistake, but it still works. 6 sides. It's irregular, but it's still a hexagon. Now there are 7-sided polygons, but you guys don't need to learn about them this year. So we're going to skip over and we're going to try 8 sides. Now 8 sides is an octagon, and I'm going to show you something that you guys probably see quite a bit that you just never realized was an octagon. Now I picked red for a specific reason. I see this every day when I go to work. 8 sides, it's a stop sign. But 8 sides is an octagon. This one's kind of close to being a regular octagon. It's hard to make a regular one on this geoboard because the diagonals are longer than just from peg to pegs like this. But it's still an octagon and a regular one, but it's an octagon. So I want you to try making triangle, a quadrilateral, doesn't matter what kind, a pentagon, a hexagon, and an octagon on your virtual geoboard. Now you can't save this like you did when you were making the fractions, but if you can figure out on your computer how to print screen, there might be a key on your keyboard that says print screen, or on my keyboard it says PRTSC. If I press that button and I go to my polygon, back to my polygon page, and I right click and I click paste, that's what my screen looked like. And then I can right click and I can crop it, and I can get rid of all of this stuff that you don't really need all of this. You just want to see all of my polygons. And I can press enter, make it a little smaller so it fits, and then you can leave it on the next page for me. This is the page that the video that I'm making right now is going to go. So, give this a try. If you can print screen and put what you've made on the next slide, do that. If you can't figure it out, it's totally okay. Just get your mom or your dad or a big sister or somebody at home just to check your sides, because sometimes you think you've made an octagon, but it's really a hexagon, or sometimes you think you've made a hexagon, but it's really a pentagon. Sometimes it's tricky to count the sides. So just get somebody else to double check your sides and make sure that you've made one of each of the polygons that we're learning about. Good luck!